today at wind period, I'll formally go in and pull all of y'all. Okay, so class meeting today at wind period, we'll discuss homecoming issues. So everybody come see me after lunch for wind period. All right, Blaine's in here. Oh, in case you were wondering what I'm doing today.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you ready? Alright, so today we're going to start talking about writing linear equations. Alright, so you already know about standard form, right? AX plus BY equals C. And you learned about slope-intercept form, these two equations, the formulas we've used in Algebra 1 and in geometry, and now we're using them again in Algebra 2. All right, these are our basic linear equations. We can take any equation in either one of these forms and transform them into the other form in order to be able to use it to graph. All right, what's important about slope-intercept form, remember we use the M. All right, we're going to use the M, our slope, and our B, our y-intercept. All right, here, in order to go plot a line or graph. Okay, now what you need to remember about slope-intercept form, we have two special equations, two special forms of equations in slope-intercept form. Remember, we have our little baby equations here, where we have x equals a number, or just y equals a number. All right, get it all out? All right, so when we have our two little special equations, they represent, all right, so when we have these, we're going to have a special vertical or horizontal line, okay? Remember, you've got an x, and that's all you have. Your line is going to cross the x-axis, the vertical line.
You're on the train now, he's not stopping.
All right, remember, our other variable, y, if that's all we have in our equation, our line is going to cross the y-axis, making a horizontal line. Okay? Don't forget, these are in slope-intercept form. Okay. You ready? Let's apply this. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to be given two different types of situations where we're given some information, and we're going to need to be able to write an equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, our first one, we're going to be given a slope and a point, or coordinate. Oh, all right, so in this problem, here's our slope. They give us it's -3/2. -3x. Okay? And then it's going to pass through this coordinate of -4 and 1. What two things do you need in order to write an equation in slope-intercept form? M and the B. Very good. M stands for what? B stands for what? Y-intercept. Very good. Which one of those two do they give us? They give us the slope. Go ahead and write down. -3/2. Now, we have to find the y-intercept, our B. All right, any idea how we might do that? In what form? Standard form. Okay.
Maybe.
Well, maybe. Correct. All right, so remember, what do these two, they give us this coordinate for a reason. What do these two numbers represent? X and Y. Good, very good. X and Y right here. And we have an M. Okay? Which formula do we use if we have an M? Slope-intercept form. Okay, that formula. Y equals MX plus B. Yes, sir.
Why would you just use the y for it?
Well, that is a Y. It's not a Y-intercept. Okay. Good idea. Good idea. Good conclusion. However, they are not the same. It is just these two, this -4 is related to this 1 as one dot on the graph. Okay, so now let's take everything we have and then go plug it into this formula. How many pieces of information, how many numbers are we given? How many are we given? Well, 1, 2, and 3. How many variables are in our equation? 2, 3, 4. How many letters do you see? We see 4. Very good. Okay. All right. We have 4 variables in the equation. We're given 3 numbers. We can go plug them in and solve for one of those variables, right? Which variable are we missing? The B. That's what we need to find. So let's go plug in the Y. The Y is 1. The M, they gave it to us, was -3 halves. Plug in the X value they give us of -4. And then bring down plus B. Use our rules of algebra and let's solve. All right, in those handy dandy calculators, let's multiply. -3 halves times -4. Oh, is it going to be positive or negative? Positive. Definitely positive. All right, so bring down the 1 equals. All right, that's going to end up being 12 over 2, which divides evenly for 6. Bring down the plus B. All right, get it to the other side. Subtract 6. 1 minus 6 will leave us with -5. Equals the B. Right here. Now, do we have everything we need to write an equation? Absolutely. Let's do that. So, we want, in slope-intercept form, y equals -3 halves x minus 5. We have our linear equation. Now, can we go graph this on a graph? Yes. Absolutely. We're not going to, but we can. All right, we have everything we need. Now, can we take this equation and can we put it in standard form?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. Okay, so what would we need to do in order to do that?
Add 3 over 2 x.
Very good. We need to move this x over here with the y. Because in standard form, the formula is ax plus by equals c. We need our x and our y on the left-hand side of our equation. Okay, so add this plus, add 3 over 2. X to both sides. And cancel on the right. Okay. Everybody have this part over here? So we're going to erase it a little bit so I can have some room. All right, so when we rewrite this, we're going to have 3 halves x plus our y value equals a -5. Why are we working this out in front? That's part of our formula, right? Yes. X plus by equals c. Now, is this okay for standard form? What was our rules that we were in school? Have a fraction. Very good. We cannot have a fraction for our a. Very good. All right. How are we going to get rid of it, though? Okay, very good. Well, think of this. How is the 3 connected to the 2?
Multiply both sides.
All right, it's connected right now through division. Let's do the opposite, which would be to multiply everything in our equation by 2. All right. Here, they're going to cancel. All right, break down your 3x. What about the y?
2y.
Very good. We are basically distributing. All right, so therefore, we're going to have the plus 2y equals -10. Don't forget to multiply that 2 times the c out here. Common mistake not to do that. All right. So now we have 2 answers, right? We have this one. Oh, did I erase my other answer? I sure did. No, it's here. It's here. And then y equals -3 over 2x minus 5. All right. Both of those are linear equations. Aren't these equations equivalent to each other? Just a different form? Absolutely. But we can only graph from one of them, the slope-intercept. Okay? Any questions on that? Very good. All right. Now, same thing. We want equations. We want linear equations, but we're going to be given different type of information to start off our problem. We're going to be given 2 points this time. They're not going to give us our slope. They're not going to give us our y-intercept. all they give us are these two coordinates right here. Our equation for the line that passes through -1 and 4 and -4 and 5.
We had like a long process just to.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Very good. You are correct. In order to write our equations, don't we still need the same two pieces of information? We need an M, we need a B. Slope, y-intercept. All right, given two coordinates, what can we find? We can find the slope, right? Very good. Because remember, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, our slope formula. Very good. All right, so we can go and label these if you want to. x1, y1, x2, y2. Unless you remember the formula, you don't have to. All right, so let's go plug them in. N will equal, remember, y's go on top, right? Remember, rise, overrun. So therefore, we're going to have 4 minus 5 over -1 minus a -4. Right? Let's do the math. 4 minus 5, what are we going to get? -1. Very good. What happens on the bottom here, though? Very good. Turn it into plus a positive. So -1 plus 4, what are we going to get? 3. So our slope is? -1. Awesome. Okay. Now, how do we compare what we have now to what we were given in the beginning of the previous problem?
You can take one of them.
You can make one. Very good. Very good. Last problem. We were given a slope, and then we were given one coordinate. This time we're given two coordinates. How do we know which one to use? Yes. Thank you. We can use either one. Awesome. Okay, so which one would you like to use? The first one, smaller numbers. I stick with that too, I wish you. Okay, so take the slope we're given. Take this one coordinate right here, our x and y value. Let's go plug all three into the formula. Which formula do we use? Slope intercept formula. Y equals mx plus b. So take your y value first. 4 equals. Okay. Next comes the slope, -1/3 times the x value, -1 plus b. Okay, let's do the math. All right, what happens anytime you multiply anything times -1? Change the sign. Awesome. 4 equals a positive 1/3 now plus b. Okay, now, when I heard it, what are we going to do? Subtract. All right, -1/3 minus 1/3. All right, so 4 minus 1/3, what's going to be left?
3.
Now, leave it in improper fraction form. 11 thirds. All right, so B will be 11 thirds. Everybody did the same thing? Yes. Okay. Now, let's write our answer. We have our M and our B, so Y equals -1/3 x plus 11 thirds. Okay? So here's our answer in slope intercept form. Now think about standard form. What do we need to do to get this into standard form? Move the x, okay, but however, hold up just a second. Right? You notice the fractions, right? And you know once we move that fraction over, we're going to have to get rid of the fraction. We're going to get rid of the denominator. Can we do it now since we have two fractions? Would it be easier to do it now? What do you think? Yeah. Yeah? You think so? Okay. So what are we going to multiply our whole equation by? 3, the denominator. Okay? Let's do that. Multiply everything by 3. Okay? We're going to distribute to everything inside parentheses. Okay? So what are we going to get? What's our y going to be? 3y. Good. 3y equals good -x. And then plus 11. Remember, these will cancel. These 3's will cancel out. Very good. Now, we'll make it a little more simple to move the x over to the other side. We won't be dealing with the fractions anymore. They're gone. Okay? So how are we going to get the x to the other side? Add it. Okay, so plus x, so we'll end up with a positive x on the left, so x plus 3y equals 11. Done. And we have our two answers. Welcome, Blaine. All right, we're taking notes, we're learning something new, just pick up where we are now. We'll catch you up later. Okay? All right, any questions on this? Okay, I kind of marked through my other answer, this one right here. Remember, this was an answer in slope-intercept form, y equals negative 1/3 x plus 11/3. That is an answer, if you want to rewrite it below that one. Okay.
So we have to find x and
Let me two pages. In order to write them, we have to find n and b. Okay. We go plug in the coordinate, the x and y from the coordinate, along with the slope after we find it, in order to find the b out here. Once we find the b, we can plug it into our slope-intercept formula. Then we can take that and transfer it into standard form. Okay. Good questions? Any more? Want to go on? All right. Steph, go ahead. All right. Here's your next example. Let's write this down. Write the equation of a line that has an x-intercept of -4 and a y-intercept of 4. Here's your last example. Get homework.
Maybe you won't have any.
oh, that's funny.
Even though this problem may look very different from the previous two, it's actually very similar. Very, very similar. The information looks very different, doesn't it, from the last two types of problems that we've had. However, we want to come up with the same type of answer. We still need to write an equation, okay?
So B would be 4.
Oh,
And
good
then X
observation.
would be negative.
Ooh, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, let's talk about it. Right? I heard our B would be 4. Why? Why would B be 4?
We already gives you the y.
B stands for the words y-intercept. Look here, y-intercept of 4. We have the B, go right there. Yes.
And then, isn't that your coordinate?
Awesome.
No, you wrote B for B.
That's what I need.
See,
You can fix that real quick.
I'm tired and I don't
That's what you get.
You're paying attention, Seth. I'm so proud. Yes, thank you for correcting me. All right, very good. So now, we have our B. Well, this is different. We've never started out having our B, correct? Our y-intercept. Now, we need a slope. But Savannah said, this is a coordinate. Does anybody else see that?
Yes.
The y is, what is an intercept? What does it mean on our graph?
It crosses the line.
Yes, okay. So that means our line is going to cross our x-axis over here at -4. We're going to have a dot there. All right, very good. Isn't that dot a coordinate?
Yeah.
Can we make a coordinate? Absolutely. What's it going to be?
-4 to 0.
I have a question. If it's gonna be 0 on both sides, we should use both numbers. Like, you're gonna like put 0 minus 4 and -4 minus 4.
Let's see. Let's follow the rest of the process and see if it works out the way you think. Okay. All right. Now, we said the x-intercept is a coordinate. Isn't the y-intercept a coordinate as well? Oh, what's the coordinate? 0, 4. Now that we have two coordinates, what can we do with them? What do we need? We need our slope. Do we have a formula? We can plug these two into the slope formula. Absolutely. Okay, so this is the key to this problem. Right here, when you see this type of problem, they give you two intercepts. Take them, turn them into their coordinate form, and then we'll plug them into the slope formula. Okay, so let's plug them in. We've got x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Let's go plug them in. So our m will equal 0 minus 4 over negative 4 minus 0. Let's do the math. 0 minus 4 is? Negative 4. All right, negative 4 minus 0 is? Negative 4. Very good. Simplify this, and it equals positive or negative? Positive. Positive 1. Excellent. Our slope was 1. Was that what you were thinking would happen? Okay. Now, does it make sense? No. No? Okay, why do we do that? Why do we do that? We need two things to make our equation. We need a slope and we need a y-intercept. They gave us the y-intercept. We can take these two intercepts, turn them into coordinates, and we can go plug into the slope formula.
I didn't remember the y-intercept was. I know you could use y-intercept to be.
Isn't that what the words in our slope formula, in slope intercept formula? M and B, slope and y-intercept. They told us y-intercept before, so it's automatically our B. Okay, now that we have this, we can write an equation, right? Y equals, all right, our slope is 1, so we're just going to have x and then plus 4. There's one of our answers. Okay. Now that we have that, can we turn it into standard form? What do we have to move? Subtract x from both sides. Okay, what are we going to write first? On the left. A negative x, okay? So negative x plus y equals 4. Very good. Is this okay? Why is it not okay?
Because there's a negative.
A cannot be negative. Very good. So therefore, what do?
Multiply.
Multiply or divide. Same thing, right? We're going to come up with the same thing? All right, so multiply both sides by negative 1. All it's going to do is just basically change the signs, right? So this is going to become positive x minus y equals negative 4. There we go. Our two answers. What you think? Easy? Okay. But looking at this problem from the very beginning, did you think it was going to be easy? No. No, because it looked very different, right? Okay. All right, any more questions? All right, what I'd like to do is pair up. All right, you can move your desk around. Here's what I want you to work on. Page 79, 24, and 34. All right, let's take a look. Let's move around. Come on. Here's your turn. Remember, there's no graphing involved, no matter what they give you, no matter what form of equation they give you, there's no graphing. 6.
There's only 6 problems. Almost a big picture.
Almost. One day, maybe I'll do something to be this.
Hold up.
All of 3 inches, yes, we're making it.
So all we have to do is write it in
Yes.
Keep back up
Yes.
again.
And that's what we're talking about. Are those instructions? Yes. Just write it in there. Slump it and step 1.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Notice in the instructions, all they're wanting is your answer in slope and form. Yes, I'll give it to everything we did. However, remember the very last step, we'll turn our answer into your standard.
Okay, so we need to write them.
He crankled it.
Okay, that's fine.
Keep this head. Almost like frostbite.
Oh, Kringle, all you.
We don't have to put in Santa Claus?
No, they just, it's not asking you to. I think on the worksheet.
Alright, go with that. I'm coming. I'm going.
Exactly.
The thing is, everything that we you've seen in little pieces. These are Then what we did, we took this and there's that and we turned it to the standard form. It carries over to the other side. Then, we did the function of and then the next one is the same stuff, but now this one getting this all they get is 2 points. So I find the slope first. You have the slope formula, and the old formula, and the formula. Okay, so found the other over here. Then we're at the same point when we're at this point. They gave us an L, we have an L, and we have 2 coordinates. We just pick one and do the same thing we did right here. And finish it up.
How you gonna do it? Do all the stuff.
Well, so all we did then would be write the equation.
That's it. No, just look at it. It's not asking. Standard. I'm taking a step up. But you were on the right track.
It's talking to them.
Like, when a line is on a graph, either horizontal, you know it's gonna be horizontal or vertical, you're trying to show which line. Okay, which line has an
Oh, actually, it's a cross.
an X. So X equals, because their slope is undefined.
Yes.
Oh, the slope is undefined. But you still have an equation coming up. All the X values are going to be see, sometimes when you have those two special equations, your process is going to be special, so you're not going to have to go through them.
You can think about it.
You don't have to.
If your B is 0, then you put plus 0, and
You know, do you ever see this?
What you doing in here, baby?
Oh, I'll just ask.
An observation video.
Video?
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was just asking. 0, 5,
Right, right, and it's not gonna change the value whether you add it or subtract it, so it's not even. Is it okay to have a zero?
Didn't we have a negative, a 0, and a 5? That's gonna make a difference.
It's gonna come out to 7 over 0, so it's gonna be on the hard slope.
Just take everything you had, flip it.
Right.
Okay. Very important. Changes your answer.
Think about how. Right, your slope is a function. What about the? They're all straight lines, they're linear equations. However, is it a special kind of straight line? Yes, yes, which way? Horizontal or vertical?
I'm not ready to go.
Okay, so I don't know what you're
Okay, so think about it. Okay, an undefined slope. What is the line? Is it gonna be this way? Is it gonna be this way? Undefined. You remember our vertical line test?
Undefined is X, so
Yes. So it's in the, since it's a special kind of slope, either 0 or undefined. It's a special equation.
So it'd be like X equals 1.
Yes. A special slope. It's a special equation. That's what it means. Think about it, which axis is it gonna cross? That's what variable you'll have an equation. But I would put one.
It's negative 7 1/2, negative 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is negative 13.
I have a question.
So you have undefined slope. Okay, which way is it?
You don't, are you talking about that? Seven, negative 7,
Which axis?
it's 15. Then you add, you put the, you solve it and then you put it in. It's negative 14, oh wait.
I had it on my crossbow one. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
So where is it gonna cross on the x-axis?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you have to swim. You're almost done.
I think they're,
You got that for a while.
and so one plus.
Oh, because you said we had to, you said that we had practice for this year.
Okay, so that would be.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. I thought it was for the other
That's not
one.
all negative record.
He was like a pro out there.
I don't know how they got there. They must have, I mean, they subtract. Yes.
Which was the end? I don't need to, something else.
It was good. Yes. But I'm sure. Towards the end, you were on plus 40. So she is.
Okay, so y'all had a different one than we did. Did you
Right,
drop
get
mine?
a review or something?
No? Okay, so how did you get?
The 9/2 versus the 17/2.
Like when you multiply right here?
3 times 5 times 15 over 2 and you have 13. How'd you get 13?
Seven, -7 1/2, cross fraction, -7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is -13.
Are you using the negative in that?
Oh, you
No,
don't?
you don't. No, you don't.
So if you take them plus 1, you put that up in the fraction.
Or if you just multiply straight across, 5 over 1, 3 times 5 is 15 over 2. No, because you got positive times a negative, so it'd be negative 15. Multiply straight across. That's one way to do it. Of course, your calculator would do it too.
Put you in, didn't get that. Next number. This is what you got. Now, you need a button to change it to number of function. You see the A, B, C, and Y, and then D, E. That changes the mixed number to I. It's at the top. Hit it. Enter. Okay. Those zeros in the bottom, you get a circle, and zeros in the top, you get which one is good. You're either gonna get 0 in the bottom, or you're unsure. Read the fraction. That means, is it gonna be 0 or is it gonna be undefined? Yes, I got an undefined symbol. So you don't have. However, RM, the number of items So therefore, it's gonna be at the very
Four right here, and zero right here, or zero right here, and four right here.
Okay, remember I had two graphs. And I had to take them and y
Because y equals mx plus b, that's y. And it's still x, so that's gonna be x.
No, I asked.
Why don't you put it there?
So therefore, it's the x-axis. That's gonna be your answer. Okay, your equation is x equals another. Look at your problem. So your equation is. It's gonna be special.
The last one is like sigma divided.
So then you look at it, that's down zero, so that's the line to be.
Okay, so you're to the point where numbers are okay. 7 divided by 0. If you punch it in your calculator, what's your calculator going to tell you? Error. That means undefined. Either it's going to give you, if the 0 was on the top, it would give you the answer of 0. Okay, but it gave you the undefined. Okay, so now, what does a line on the graph look like that has an undefined start? Yes, it's vertical. Okay, now what's the little bitty special equation for a vertical line? What axis is a vertical line going to cross? The x, so we're going to have x equals a number. Okay, now what number is x going to be? Leave that home. What number is x going to be? Look at your 2 points that hit you. They're both the same. So therefore, there's your answer. It's going to be, yes, that line, if we were graphing, would cause the x-axis. Okay? How much time myself? Still got plenty of time. That's it. Remember, Avery, when you get a special slope, Avery, when you get a special slope, you get a special equation.
Alright, time is 8:34. I have 42 minutes of video.